Welcome to the CIF Southern Section Ford Open Division Boys Basketball Championships on KDOC. We're back in Chatsworth, California in the West San Fernando Valley for the much anticipated matchup featuring top-ranked and defending champion #1 Sierra Canyon hosting 4th-ranked and 4th-seeded Etiwanda. Hello everybody, my name is Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play. This is Jeff Tolcher. They met a year ago. It was a great game, a regional championship game, and Etiwanda had an 11-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. Sierra Canyon stormed back, won the game on a Zaire Williams jump shot at the buzzer. That 13-0 run won it for the Trailblazers. Jeff, this is a game with two teams with contrasting styles.
Etiwanda, an excellent defensive team. They want to get in their half-court sets and work the shot clock down. Meanwhile, for Sierra Canyon, they want to get into an up-tempo type game. They'd love nothing more than to light up the scoreboard.
On our Marine Spotlight, let's first focus in on Marcus Green, a sharpshooter who really performs well for Etiwanda.
He had one of his best games of the season against Rebay Academy, 37 points in Etiwanda's win. He's going to be looking to fire early and often from long distance.
You should know this guy by now, right? Amari Bailey, the all-star for Sierra Canyon. He's a big-time performer.
Well, he had a big-time performance in their last game, 37 points, 28 of those coming in the second half when he really gave Sierra Canyon a big lift. He'll be looking to lift them to the championship tonight.
Sit back and relax. Etiwanda against Sierra Canyon. We'll come back with the Wingstop starting fives and the tip-off. That's next on KDOC.
KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Jacob Emrani. Injured in an accident? For a free consultation, call Jacob or visit calljacob.com.
I was waiting for the light to turn green, and then from out of the blue, I felt the crash. Everything happened so fast. I wasn't able to work. I had neck braces, I had rehab. It was a difficult time in my life.
Helping Jesus get back out on the front lines as quickly as possible with the settlement he deserved was our goal. And we couldn't be happier with the results we got for him.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
We thought it'd be helpful to spread the word about Honda's 0% APR offer. But then we thought, it'd probably spread even faster if we put it on TV. Right now, you can get 0% APR financing on an award-winning Honda SUV, like the 2021 Pilot.
Saturday, the time has come. The Best of the West battle for the City Section Championship. Action starts at 7:30 p.m. live, only on KDOC TV Los Angeles. The coronavirus has impacted all of our lives. For the latest updates, tune in to ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 and midnight every night on KDOC TV.
The Eagles,
a warm evening in the San Fernando Valley as you overlook Sierra Canyon High School. Trailblazers are 14-0 this year. Etiwanda, the Eagles, the visitors are 11-1 as we come inside the building for our Wingstop starting lineup.
The starting lineup for Etiwanda features 4 guards and 1 forward, and the key players to watch are Jemai Mashak and Marcus Wyatt. The head coach of the Eagles in his 25th season is Dave Kleckner. The starters for the Trailblazers include the talented tandem of Shai Odom and Ronald Lloyd, and the Sierra Canyon head coach in his 4th season is Andre Chevalier.
Andre Chevalier, 103-11 since taking over the reins. This is his 4th year. You have the keys to victory presented by Wingstop.
Well, the keys for Etiwanda, they want to stop the Trailblazer runs. The Eagles must limit the damage when Sierra Canyon goes on those scoring runs, and they also want to control tempo. Etiwanda wants to keep tonight's game a low-scoring contest. Meanwhile, the keys for Sierra Canyon, they want to play hard all 4 quarters because this team is so talented. They sometimes take plays and sections of the game off, and they want to turn defense into offense. Defense has to help your offense, and that leads to transition points on the other end of the floor.
Of course, this is pool play, but these teams are both 2-0 in Pool A, so the winner goes to the championship game. And there's a variety of things that could materialize in the other pool in the championship game on June 11th at 7:30. The winner of this game against one of the four on the other side, and that'll be on Bally Sports. Our friends will have that telecast for you. The Open Division Final next Friday, June 11th. It'll be a great game.
And both of those games going on right now in Pool B. We'll try to get scores of those games as they become available.
There are the visitors from Etiwanda. Dave Kleckner, the Secretary of Defense. His team's man-for-man defense as good as anyone's in Southern Cal as you look at Amari Bailey. And tonight's game is presented by Wingstop. Wingstop now delivers. Visit wingstop.com to get flavor delivered right to your door. Dave Kleckner in his 25th year, and he's fired up about tonight's game. He's curious to see how his team's going to do.
We had a great conversation. Very personable head coach. I think one of the interesting things is he said with his offense, he doesn't have a set offense. He runs a perimeter motion-based type offense, and he allows his players to read and react.
There's Andre Chevalier, and mentioned it. His record's impeccable. 103-11. Every season he's coached here has ended with a W. That means championships, doesn't it? Sierra Canyon in their home white. The dark uniforms, the traveling Eagles from Etiwanda, the baseline league champions. Etiwanda went 9-0 and principally won that league because they won two close, hard-fought games over the Damien Spartans.
We mentioned Etiwanda defensively. They're only allowing 55 points per game on that side of the floor. Meanwhile, Sierra Canyon averaging 86 points per game. So we got that clashing, terrific offense against a good defense of Etiwanda. We'll see how that plays out tonight.
Sierra Canyon comes into the building with a 20-game winning streak. Winners of 19 consecutive playoff games. Webb jumping for Etiwanda, and he controls the tip. Beat him Odom to the ball. So first off, handling the basketball is Jimmy Baker, sophomore quarterbacking the Eagles. Beautiful move inside, and pouring it in is Jemai Meshach. Officials timeout for the moment.
Well, they didn't reset the shot clock. It's showing 12 after the basket, so they're going to have to stop play and realign that shot clock.
Yeah, Kevin Sue caught that, and he's working with Ernesto Rodriguez and Tim Triplett. Ramel Lloyd will bring it in from right in front of the Etiwanda bench. Again, the winner goes to the CIF championship game in the Open Division. Bailey coming off the 38-point performance. 28 coming in the second half. Thought about the three. Will pull the trigger. Lloyd rebounds. Ramel's jump shot. That fails. Another opportunity. They battle on the glass, and Lloyd retrieves. Always in the man-for-man, Etiwanda. Bailey passing down. Well, that's a great look inside. Odom went up, and he'll shoot two. He was confronted by Webb.
Webb doesn't like the call. Thought he had all ball. As you see him there pleading his case. This is a beautiful pass down low. The touch pass. Trying to slam that one home was Shy Odom. He'll head to the line instead.
Yeah, you're right. Ramel Lloyd with a gorgeous dish. Points will be at a premium tonight, and Andre Chevalier knows that. When you play a Dave Kleckner team, it's never easy to score. Two apiece. Wyatt, very good ball handler, number 34, but the pressure bothers him, and they turn it over. Well, that's what Sierra Canyon can do. They can trap and cause turnovers. We've seen that throughout the season.
And that was the one point head coach Dave Kleckner told us his players have to stay out of the corner trying to break that pressure.
Bailey looking inside to his buddy Odom. Shy kicks it back out to Lloyd, and he walked.
Traveling violation on the turnover. Etiwanda basketball.
Odom trying to dribble drive on the perimeter. Have to put the ball down on the floor before you take those 2 steps. Sierra Canyon going to have to limit their turnovers tonight. Expect this game to be in the 50s or 60s points-wise unless Sierra Canyon unleashes their offense.
Meshack will bring it up. He has the Etiwanda basket. Goes hard, blocked by Odom, but the putback is scored nicely by Quentin Webb. Had a near steal, retrieved in the corner, but then lost. Turning it over was Phillips, and here come the Eagles. Meshack looking to score tonight. He's blocked again by Odom. Bailey in the open court. Grandy for 3. And he's a dynamic shooter. So the Eagles got away with one there. Baker with the dish. Green missed inside, got it back. Blocked again. High risers in this one. Webb! Oh my goodness, Quentin Webb. Put that one on your highlight reel. Bailey, deep shot. Webb rebound. Oh, the Eagle fans enjoyed that tremendously.
Well, this building is electrified after that baseline slam by Webb, who did a great job of getting the ball in the corner and hammering it home.
How about this one from Marcus Green? They look like the Globetrotters. Pass inside, easy one for JoJo Phillips. Pace a little more rapid than we expected.
Yeah, I expected Etiwanda to work the shot clock down. They're doing anything but.
Green, knifing inside, scores. Marcus Green. Lloyd attacking. Furious pace early. Odom thought about the 3. Bailey says, I'll take it. Amari Bailey. You know he's going to get you 25 at least on a nightly basis. Baker end to end. And Odom deflected that one away out of bounds.
Well, so much for Etiwanda going into their half-court sets and working the shot clock down. They're playing it up-tempo style. That's a bit of a surprise in the early goal.
Well, Dave Kleckner says, my offense is all about freedom. If my players feel like they can do something we don't necessarily think about, like go fast, let them go. And Darvell White kisses it in. Etiwanda shooting well. Odom inside, ran into White. Odom got it back. Bailey has the loose change. Comes right back to Lloyd. He'll take the 3. That's not close. And Bailey came over the back. He was boxed out beautifully by Meshack.
Bailey gave a shove to the lower back, and the baseline official right there to make the call. Gotta love the way Etiwanda has started this game. They're not showing any intimidation here on the floor of the #1 team in the state.
Well, the last time we were here, and it was recently, it was Tuesday, Sierra Canyon fell behind by 17 and had to rally and win. That was the Roubaix Academy. Meshack, the Tennessee commit all the way. Webb going strong with the return. Bailey with the spin move and dunk. A terrific play, a mesmerizing play by Bailey.
A 360 spin move while he's driving. That's a difficult move by the very athletic Bailey, who now has 5.
I think sometimes we undersell how athletic Etiwanda is. Baker gets it back. Has numbers. And Darvell Wyatt gently hits it off the board and in, and it's 14-9.
Good sign for Etiwanda. 4 of their 5 players on the floor already in the books.
14-9, we have a break in the action. 3:16 left, you gotta love it. Above the rim, both teams. It has been spectacular action early on. The playoffs on KDOC. Oh my, Webb putting it down.
The KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Hyundai. See your local Hyundai dealer today, because the longer you look at the new Hyundai, the more there is to like.
Got a fever running up and I am bringing the heat.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart dressed, tech intense, safety obsessed superhero. the Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, it's your journey. Own it.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $2,500 in total savings. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by the cause you fight for. No one can take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
Some light traffic on the 118 as we overlook beautiful Chatsworth, California, the West San Fernando Valley. And inside, we've had a lot of action early as Etiwanda leads by 14-9. And our KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza. When it's time to celebrate, it's time for Shakey's Pizza. Dough-made fresh daily. Order now at shakey's.com.
Well, the impact can't be understated by Quinton Webb, who had that monster slam. He's got 4 points to this point in the game, also doing a good job defensively. And we spoke to head coach Dave Kleckner. He inserted him into the lineup midway through the year because it took him a while to get used to the freestyle offense. But boy, you could see the impact he's had in tonight's game here in the first quarter.
Yeah, the word on Webb is he gets off the ground also. You know that Amari Bailey has a 44-inch vertical. I wonder what Webb's is. It's way up there as well. Meshack shooting the jump shot. That's not his forte. Bailey plays with great energy. Deflected out of bounds by the hustling Meshack. Jemai Meshack is a terrific defensive player.
He's committed to the University of Tennessee. He'll be playing for Rick Barnes next season. He's an outstanding athlete, maybe the best defensive player on the floor. In fact, one of his main responsibilities is going to be to lock down Bailey. He's matched up on him defensively.
Alpha Chibambe has checked in, number 30 in white for Sierra Canyon. Odom, nothing but nylon. 3 for the Blazers.
Second three ball of the game for Sierra Canyon, who doesn't shoot the three ball all that much.
Chibambe deflected that one out of bounds.
For Etiwanda offensively, one of the challenges when you run a freestyle offense, you're giving your players the ability to make their own decisions. So you're not going to see a lot of sets run on the Eagles on that side of the floor.
Meshack probing. Fall-away jumper is precious. He looks impressive in this opening quarter. And Baker gets back defensively. Here come the Eagles. Meshack off the iron. Deflected out of bounds. It belongs to Sierra Canyon. Etiwanda not shy about shooting the ball.
I'm surprised. I expected them to get in their half-court sets and work the shot clock down to keep this a low-scoring game, but they're making a statement here in the first quarter. They're not afraid to go right at Sierra Canyon.
Inside, Odom is there and scores. Shai Odom is getting terrific position in the paint and has 7 points.
Like the muscle down low, Randy. That's the contrast for Sierra Canyon. You're going to get that perimeter type play, but if you can establish the post, that makes it much more difficult for the Eagles to defend.
Baker, just a sophomore, number 5, and this is Meshack, the veteran. Wyatt. He loves it. He's playing the crowd, and he has 3 on the jump shot. Bailey end-to-end, rejected. What a play by Meshack. Here comes Green. All the way. And he had the ball swiped away by Odom. Bailey. He goes to work and scores. The soft touch of Amari Bailey. And a takeaway by Lloyd, and he stuffs it. The Eagles have turned it over a couple times, and it's hurt him. Baker triple teamed, and Bailey with another theft. And Webb comes back and takes it right back for the Eagles. What a quarter this is. Meshack. Bailey again forces the turnover with the deflection off of Meshack. Give the ball to Sierra Canyon.
I love this tempo. There's a look at head coach Dave Kleckner, who's looking for a foul called on that play. Didn't get one. Both these teams showing their athleticism. We've seen each side with multiple turnovers in the first quarter, but you would expect that against two teams that know how to play some defense.
Sierra Canyon in search of the lead. Dylan Matoyer, 5'11" guard, is on the floor for the Blazers. And this is Matoyer with the ball. On the weave, it comes to Bailey. That jab step, and he attacks and draws the foul with 8 seconds left in the opening stanza.
One of the ways to slow down Amari Bailey is overplay him to the defender's right side. You know he's a left-hander. You want to force him to his difficult hand.
Are you sure there is a way to slow him down?
Well, you want to make the shot more difficult for the talented left-hander. When you're facing a left-handed shooter, you want to force him to that right side.
And Meshack picked up the foul. That's his first. And Dave Kleckner, there's Andre on the other side. Dave Kleckner had to explain to Meshack, hey, Bailey's good, he's going to score, because Meshack's mentality is, I want to stop him every time. He does not want his outstanding defender, Meshack, to pick up fouls. He's got one here in the opening quarter. Crenshaw off the glass, a little bit too strong as the quarter ends. After one, a rapid pace in Sierra Canyon, down early, has captured the lead. Meshack was spectacular. Blazers always hit shots. They're so fluid on offense. Defense belongs to Etiwanda. A good one on the KDOC Game of the Week.
The KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Wingstop. Go boneless at Wingstop with any of their 11 flavors. Go to wingstop.com for delivery now.
Got 6 plus 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself. 10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch?
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Don't miss 2 of the best comedies around. Tune in after the game for back-to-back comedy classics with Family Guy and Seinfeld.
Worlds are colliding!
Tonight at 10 and 11, only on KDOC TV Los Angeles.
Sierra Canyon has an outstanding baseball team. Of course, we're in the middle of both the city and Southern Section playoffs in a number of different sports. And there's a panoramic view. Their football team has been highly successful as well here. And inside, the Blazers, after one, lead by 1. And tonight's KDC Game of the Week is presented by Wingstop. They are the destination to hit up when you crave cooked-to-order wings with bold, layered flavors.
Well, look at the scoring numbers in the first quarter. Bailey with 9, Odom with 7, so 16 of the 20 Sierra Canyon points off the hands of those two gentlemen. Meanwhile, for Etiwanda, balance scoring. Wyatt with 7, Webb, Green, and Meshack all with 4, so that's a great sign for the Eagles to get every one of their players involved.
Chibambe to Odom. Chibambe inside. Beautiful dish again by Bailey. And Alpha Chibambe scores for the first time tonight. Sierra Canyon is really well connected offensively. And a steal. They're forcing turnovers, and so are the Eagles. And this will be a freebie for Green.
Marcus Green.
22-21. Marcus Green against Rebay Academy in this pool play had 37. Grandy on the weave ran into his teammate Bailey. Odom, there's that two-man game with Bailey and Odom.
Odom with a terrific job of cutting without the ball. That slide step, he was wide open for the easy 2 points.
White, he's a dynamic shooter. Darvell White, you give him fresh air, he will deliver. Bailey inside, rebound, Chibambe. The transfer from Jay Serra is another very high riser.
I question if that was not offensive interference. The ball has to come beyond the outer part of the rim for it not to be that way. The officials let it go.
The cut to Green, and the reverse layup is beautiful by Marcus Green. Green has 8. Deadlocked at 26 apiece. The winner goes to the CIF Open Division Championships, presented by Ford. Matoyer with the left hand. Run down by Crenshaw. Quitting into the front court. They've played through Meshack a lot tonight, number 15. He hits again. There's that man with the precious touch, Darvell Wyatt. He hit that game winner at the buzzer against Damien. Oh, too much. Amari Bailey getting inside.
Well, the busiest man on the floor tonight is going to be the scorekeeper, the way these teams are putting up points. We expected this to be a good defensive game, but both teams are getting what they want.
A heat check, that one is no good. Rebound, Odom. Grandy is open. Yes. He's hit as many as 8 threes in a game this season. The transfer from La Cañada, Ryan Grandy.
And his three-point shooting is critical because it opens up the middle of the floor.
Webb from the side.
Out of bounds.
Belong to the Eagles.
Checking in for the Eagles, Curtis Williams. Back in for the Trailblazers, Ramel
Curtis
Lloyd
Williams
Jr.
will come in, and Quentin Webb will get a breather for Etiwanda.
And Joe
Chibamba heading to the bench with 4 points. Bench play is also going to be important tonight. Etiwanda only goes 8 deep. So you only have 3 other guys coming off the pine to give the starters a break. They're going to need contributions from those 3 guys.
One of those, Curtis Williams, who's been a starter at times this year at Etiwanda. Williams left alone. Rebound Green. Had a good look. Ramel Lloyd the other way. Searching his shot, and it was blocked by Williams. Numbers for Etiwanda. Meshack was held.
Sierra Canyon foul.
It's a good recognition by Meshack. The give and go. Takes the pass on the fast break. Looked like he was trying to pass it initially, but he was fouled on his way to the cup. Also like this officiating crew, Randy. Only 5 total fouls called on both teams. So in spite of the up and down play and the athleticism, the whistles have been in the back pocket of our officials.
Crenshaw gets a breather. By Meshack. It's a clear out. Goes down low to Darvell Wyatt. That one was heartbreaking as it went in and out for Darvell. He's getting his looks though, and Bailey probing again. Ball finds Jimmy Baker. Etiwanda down 2. Baker for the lead. Rebound Curtis Williams. And a foul from behind. It looked like Ramel Lloyd got him on the arm. And it was Lloyd.
Sierra Canyon foul, Ramel Lloyd Jr. His
rebounding is going to be very important in tonight's game. We've seen both teams hit the offensive glass to get those second and third chance opportunities. We're going to look at Meshack. They actually had Matoyer on him defensively. When he has the ball out in front and Matoyer's guarding him, I let him take the ball right off the dribble.
Webb checking back in. Here's Green again. And he's going to the free throw line. Well, we mentioned at the top of the show, Marcus Green, a capable scorer. He finds ways to score. Odom picked up his second foul around the basket. Very clever.
He's got 8 points already tonight. I like that cut away from the ball. You have to stay focused when the ball is on the far side of the floor. Green getting that open look in the middle. Now he's going to be rewarded with his efforts with a trip to the 15-foot line.
Green, a 6'4" senior. Averages over 17 a night. See White rusting up on the sideline. They're deadlocked at 31. KDOC Game of the Week. This one as a ticket to the championship game of the Open Division in the CIF Southern Section. Bailey posting up, and he's fouled. Well, we're inside of 4 minutes. 3:50 remains. Opening half. We're even. 2 titans of the prep world are going at it. Wyatt has been great for Etiwanda.
The Shakey's PCM Combo, starting at just $10.99.
It's trade month at your Southern California Ford dealers. Get $5,250 trade assist cash on top of your trade when you trade up to a 2020 Escape. Or get $5,000 trade assist cash on a 2020 Edge SE or SEL. So if your trade is worth $5,000, that's $10,000 on Edge.
See the parking lot there, beautiful structure, and there's nobody in there because they're all in the building watching Andre Chevalier's team match up with another great squad from Etiwanda. The Eagles were tied at 31. And tonight's KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Hyundai. When you test drive a new Hyundai, you'll find that not only does Hyundai have your back, Hyundai is also looking for your pocketbook. See your local dealer today and discover why the longer you look at a new Hyundai, the more there is to like.
One of the impressions I had for Etiwanda, and Randy, we were outside watching the Eagles come into the game. All their players had this serious look on their face. You know they've been waiting for this matchup, considering what happened last year, where they lost 3 times to Sierra Canyon, one of those in heartbreaking fashion. And we spoke to head coach David Kleckner, and I asked him, is last year any factor at all in tonight's game? And he said, no, we turned the page on that, and you could certainly tell by the way the Eagles have come out.
Yeah, he's not said anything to his team about the heartbreaking loss in the regional final. On KDOC, we had them against Sierra Canyon at the Damien Classic, and that one went right down to the final minute. And Sierra Canyon eked out a victory. The Trailblazers seem to do that all the time. One more for Bailey. Looking for his 13th point of the evening is Amari Bailey. Tracked down by Curtis Williams. They break the pressure. Meshack, and he draws the foul. Strong move by the veteran Jemai Meshack.
Darvell Wyatt's having an outstanding first half. He grabs the rebound and gets the ball to Meshack, who has to split a couple defenders. He takes the ball right at Shai Odom.
What I like in Tennessee about Meshack is he can defend all 5 positions. He's a 6'5" guard, but he'll take on anyone.
Checking in for the Trailblazers.
Score at all levels as well. Odom gets a breather. Shai plays hard all the time. Game remains tied. Chibambe saves it. Bailey. Too strong, and Williams has the board. And nothing comes easy, seemingly, against Etiwanda. Curtis Williams on that baseline. The finger roll for 2. Eagles by a deuce.
That was a beautiful move. He looks like he lost control of the ball and somehow able to maintain it and flipped it in.
Lloyd from the side draws contact and the foul. I love the finger roll.
Curtis Williams with the sophomore tight move. This is not an underclassman. Good body control, too. Also had good presence of mind to know where the rim was, and even though he was underneath the backboard, flipped it in with the right hand.
Mel Lloyd with that great frame, big guard, transfer from Taft High School. Woodland Hills way off with that one. Lloyd averages 18 a game. He's a scorer, and he can get to the iron.
He had a terrific game against St. John Bosco in the Open Division playoffs. 25 points, also knocked down 4 triples. So he has the ability to knock down the 3-pointer as well as take the ball in the basket.
1 of 2. Etiwanda by a single digit. Again, they break the press. Webb inside is stalled. Here come the Blazers. Lloyd again doing a nice job hunting his shot.
Well, some of the fans looking for a goaltending. If that ball hits the backboard and you swat it afterwards, let's see if this ball hits the backboard before the rejection. Actually, this is the play at the other end of the floor. Good defensive effort down there by Josiah Phillips. And this is a point I made earlier, Randy, about the keys to the game. Defense turning into offense. You get a block on one end of the floor, and it turns into free throws on the other end.
And you give Ramel Lloyd confidence, knocking down these foul shots. He'll continue to score the ball. That's his mentality. Young man who has a great smile off the floor. Wonderful disposition. Blazers regain the advantage. Wyatt forecourt. Garvell in traffic. It's a real battle for the ball. And Grandy is fouled by Wyatt.
Wyatt a little frustrated, tried to dribble the ball between a couple of defenders, and he compounds his mistake going over the back of Grandy.
Both teams with 6 team fouls.
So you can't fault the hustle, though.
So on the common infraction.
Well, there's Dave Kleckner, who's telling his team to pass the ball. That's the downside to having kind of a freewheeling offense. Players sometimes will take matters into their own hands. You got to remember, you got 4 other guys on the floor. They're there to help you.
Posting up is Lloyd. Too strong with that one, and that guard. Baker in there for the rebound. Goes around Phillips, takes it strong to the basket. Jimmy Baker, that's why they think he's going to be a star in years to come. Just a sophomore, has great quickness. Lloyd is blocked by Webb. Green the other way. Marcus, what a step move. Boy, that was a Euro step, but he could not control it and score. Bailey going to the basket. Offensive foul on Amari Bailey. Terrific defense from Jimmy Baker.
And that's the second personal on Bailey. So with 1:55 left here in the second quarter, we'll see if Chevalier pulls him out of the game. There's a slide step by Jimmy Baker, who's actually still moving on that charge. So that was a call that could have gone either way.
They readjust the clock here to 2:04. Eagles doing a little bit better in this quarter, breaking down the pressure. Meshack going to work, and he's fouled.
Sierra Canyon foul.
It's a difficult matchup for Josiah Phillips. Phillips, 6'3", 180 pounds, going against the big physical 6'5" Meshack, and that's a mismatch. Meshack's going to take advantage of that on every opportunity.
An intense competitor is Jemai Meshack. There's Bronny James. And we're going to have a feature on our Hyundai halftime show about his progress and when he may return. Let us just tell you, it is very close. So we'll delve into that at intermission on our Hyundai halftime show. Chi Bam Bay boxing out beautifully.
Meshack only 1 out of 4 from the free throw line, so in a close game like this, you got to knock down those charity tosses.
Grandy for 3. Meshack with the rebound. But Grandy's getting looks. Marcus Green had that fall through his fingertips, but Webb cleaned up. But Bailey with the anticipation. The All-Stars go head-to-head, and Meshack fouled him as Bailey goes down hard. Meshack thought he had a clean block.
Oh, he's pleading his case. Love that matchup. Outstanding athlete that Bailey is, going against the best defender on the floor, Meshack. There's another look at the play. Let's see if there's any contact. I think that's a no call. Meshack may have a legitimate beef.
Instead, he's got his second personal foul, and Bailey's stationed at the charity stripe. Amari Bailey, if you were with us Tuesday, really turned it on in the second half. Not just the 28 points, but he was great at both ends of the building against Rebay Academy. Just shouldered the burden and took over the game.
And one of the reasons that happened was Sierra Canyon turned up the defensive pressure. They're a very athletic team. They get in those passing lanes and they can disrupt the team offensively.
Meshack on the sideline with the 2 fouls. Pressure and a steal. What a block. Wyatt with the rejection on Lloyd. It's Etiwanda basketball. You are seeing some spectacular plays at both ends.
Oh, we've seen slam dunks. We've seen rejections. What a play by Wyatt. Wyatt slamming the door on this attempted dunk. Watch the athleticism. You're not going to do that here, says Wyatt. Sends the ball back, and the Sierra Canyon player also hits the hard one.
The quickness of Baker lost the handle. Quentin Crenshaw misses the bank. They're scrambling around, and here come the Blazers. Bailey lobbing for Lloyd. Oh, a touch pass back to Bailey, and he missed it. And here comes Green, and it's deflected out of bounds by Chibambe. Or Etiwanda would have had a breakaway goal.
Well, this crowd is still buzzing, and I love the intensity in this building. Defense all over the floor, and Sierra Canyon Ready not able to finish at the rim. That's been one of the storylines here in the first half.
Well, they've met a lot of resistance by Etiwanda. Wyatt. Love the fact that we have fans back in the building, and they are thoroughly being entertained. There again is Baker. Oh, a spectacular reverse layup by the sophomore Jimmy Baker. Boy, we have a highlight reel just off of this game that would be good for the whole season. Bailey and the Blazers will hunt the final shot. They can bring it all the way down.
Yeah, there's a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, so Bailey in no hurry takes a look at the clock and is going to start the offense.
Amari double team. Matoyer for three. Chibambe went up strong, and there was a foul. Webb was battling with him inside. You just saw the leaping ability of Alpha Chibambe. We have a few guys in 40-plus inch territory with their verticals.
Well, there's multiple players that leap above 40 inches playing above the rim. You mentioned Bailey at 44 inches, a couple of players at 39 and 40. Got a lot of high flyers in the gym tonight.
How good does Chibambe look? And he just became eligible tournament time. Again, he's that transfer from J. He's used to big competition coming from the Trinity League.
And he gives Sierra Canyon an added element of inside presence. They got enough athleticism on the floor to match up with anybody, but his ability to play around the rim is critical.
He figures to get better and better on a nightly basis. That would have counted as the half concludes. 39-38. Back and forth. Relentless attacks of the basket. That one by Baker. This one by Bailey. 39-38. Blazers by one on the game of the week on KDOC.
The Shakey's PCM Combo, starting at just $10.99.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world, always connected, but somehow alone, trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling, united by the cause you fight for. No one can take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
Saturday, the time has come. The Best of the West battle for the City Section Championship. Action starts at 7:30 p.m. live, only on KDOC TV Los Angeles.
You can always count on the sun. You can chase it, bask in it, and be certain it'll be back again tomorrow. Wouldn't it be nice to drive a car you can feel just as sure of? Trade up to a Kia, ranked #1 in dependability by J.D. Power and backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Right now, get 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,500 trade assist cash on a new 2021 Sportage.
The Shakey's PCM Combo, starting at just $10.99.
And welcome to our Hyundai halftime show. The arithmetic readings here at Canyon 39
Last
to
call
38.
for the
Again, the winner of
referee.
this game goes into the CIF Southern Section
Please
4
check.
championships.
The number is
Championship
664
game.
and
We want to talk a little bit about Bronny James. We came in the building early tonight and he was working out. Had that torn meniscus a few months ago, but he looked really good working out. We hear that he'll get cleared next week and be eligible to play in the championship game, provided they get there.
Well, he was dunking the ball in warm-ups in this sequence, also knocking down perimeter jumpers, so it's a great sign to see Bronny James on the floor. And I guess the question everybody's going to ask is LeBron going to show up to watch his son play with the Lakers being eliminated yesterday by the Phoenix Suns? So Sierra Canyon taking their time with Bronny James. There's enough talent on this team that they don't need him right now, but they could certainly use him next week and also into the regionals.
Yeah, very cool customer. Like his father, distributes the basketball, has a nice shot from the perimeter, and most importantly, he looks healthy again.
And that's a great sign. Last year, he was a freshman on the regional championship team. This is his sophomore season, so he's got 2 more years to make an impact at Sierra Canyon.
At the break, it's the Blazers by 1. This is our Hyundai halftime show on KDOC. All right, in pool play, we got some very interesting developments on the other side. Of course, the winner of this one gets into the CIF Southern Section 4 Open Division Boys Championship game. Centennial is really putting it to modern day. That would eliminate Damien.
It would, and it would also open the door for Harvard Westlake to get in. Centennial needs Damien to come back and win that game for the Huskies to advance to the championship. That was a great thing about pool play. Going into tonight's game, all 4 teams still had a shot to make the championship game, but those scores, things are starting to play out well for Centennial.
That's quite a statement by Corona Centennial. Last year they lost to Mater Dei in the playoffs. They're getting their revenge tonight. This is our Hyundai halftime show. We'll have some stats for you, some great highlights, high-flying dunks. Be like a dunk contest at halftime. We'll have that for you on our Hyundai halftime show right after this on KDOC.
Got 6 plus 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself.
10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch.
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Congrats. I hear you got a new Honda.
I got the Accord Sport SE.
Tell me, did you get a great deal on it?
Yeah, I did. And I put 0 down coming in here.
I have a question for you. Would it be okay if we covered your first 3 payments?
No way.
It's our job to be helpful.
I'm actually in the process of trying to buy a house. You know, every penny is gonna help.
Today, we help the new Honda buyers save some money, and we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda. Right now, you can lease a 2021 Civic LX for just $169 a month plus tax, or get 0% APR financing on a 2021 HRV.
The Shakey's PCM combo, starting at just $10.99.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart-dressed, tech-intense, safety-obsessed superhero, the Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, it's your journey. Own it.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $2,500 in total savings. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
Some cowboys have too much tumbleweed in their blood to settle down. John Travolta in Urban Cowboy, Sunday at 8 on KDOC TV's Weekend Theater.
Day has turned into night in the San Fernando Valley. Wonderful pictures. Beautiful night. It was a warm day. I'm sure it's cooling off a little bit. It has not cooled off inside, where Sierra Canyon and Etiwanda lit it up 39-38 in the first 16 minutes. And on our Hyundai halftime show, let's take a look at the leading scores.
Well, for Etiwanda, Darvell White was terrific. 13 points in the first half, 3 of those coming from beyond the arc. Marcus Green chipping in with 8, and Jamal Meshach, who had the ball in his hands a lot in half number 1, had 5 points. No surprise for the Trailblazers. Amari Bailey with 14 points. Shia Odom chipped in 7, and bench contributions. Chibambe, 6 points coming off the pine.
Highlights. I've been waiting for these. This is going to be fun.
Well, tonight's game has had everything. Excellent defensive plays, players playing above the rim, block shots, slam dunks. And there's one. Marcus Green off the curl with the rim rocker, and Amari Bailey tries to one-up him. And here's the dunk of the game. The baseline slam by Quinton Webb. A couple of good looks at that rim rock and dunk. Shai Odom also showing his ability to knock down the three-pointer. Look at the backline defense. Meshach with a terrific rejection. Excellent interior passing. Getting the layup down low was Phillips. This has been a terrific effort tonight, Randy, from both of these teams. A lot of slam dunks, block shots, three-point shooting. Tonight's game has had it all.
Yeah, the pace, furious, a little bit more up-tempo than we thought, but Etiwanda's hanging with the champions. Of course, Sierra Canyon looking for its 3rd consecutive CIF Southern Section Championship. It has been quite a confrontation, and Baker's got that fabulous quickness, and that was a gorgeous reverse layup. But it's all about defense when you talk about Etiwanda. That's why they're here with their great defense under Dave Kleckner. Again, we're talking about the winner of this game going on to the CIF Southern Section Ford Open Division Boys Championship. That'll be on Bally Sports against the winner of Pool B. And we understand that Damien has taken the lead in their game, and if they beat Harvard Westlake, that means Corona Centennial would get in. It's a little complicated, we understand that. But Corona Centennial already has a win tonight, which eliminates Damien in pool play.
And that's the conflict for the Spartans. They're still playing their game, and they're trying to win, getting in, not knowing those results till the game is over. That's how wide open Pool B was going into tonight's contests.
All right, that's our Hyundai halftime show. We can tell you the number 1 seeded team in the city section, Westchester, has advanced, winning their quarterfinal matchup over El Camino Real, 64-45. So we'll see the city championship game here next week. We'll be back. Second half action next on KDOC.
The Shakey's PCM combo, starting at just $10.99.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart dress, tech intense, safety obsessed superhero, the Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, it's your journey. Own it.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $2,500 in total savings. Only at your SoCal Hyundai dealer.
We've got 6 plus 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself.
10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch.
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
And deep breath. Okay, everybody, Mom needs her rest. Better?
Almost there.
It's over. Looks great.
I've got you.
Cedars-Sinai, we're right here.
The Shakey's PCM combo, starting at just $10.99.
Beautiful night in the San Fernando Valley and a tremendous game inside here at Sierra Canyon. And tonight's KDOC Game of the Week is presented by Wingstop. Order your flavor today online at wingstop.com or on our Wingstop app. There's the numbers from the first half. Terrific action. What will develop here in the third quarter? Sierra Canyon and Etiwanda. Who will advance to the CIF Southern Section Ford Open Division Boys Basketball Championship game? Meshack across the timeline. Eagles looking for the lead. Webb tried to dunk over the defender and missed. Odom with the jab step. Phillips confronted, and Harville Wyatt just took it out of the air.
Well, no layups tonight. Both of these teams doing a terrific job of challenging shots at the rim.
Green in the paint hits. And Etiwanda takes the advantage. Early action, third quarter. Green in double digits with 10. Bailey forcing the action, but he stepped out of bounds. It's just not easy against Etiwanda.
Now, this is one of the more physical challenges as you get a look at Amari Bailey, who looks a little frustrated, but the one thing you notice about the talented Sierra Canyon guard, he's going to regroup quickly. A lot of the lines here inside the gymnasium with all the volleyball court lines makes it difficult for the players to recognize where they are on the floor. That's the reason for the Trailblazer turnover.
Well, the Eagles struggled against this pressure in the first quarter. They were able to break the press in the second quarter. Inbounded to Baker. Green from the side. Rebound thrown back down by Quentin Webb. You understand that Damien has beaten Harvard Westlake. That means Corona Centennial will be in the championship game next week. Will they host, or will Sierra Canyon host? Etiwanda inside. Now, if Etiwanda wins the game, Corona Centennial would be the host school. It's a 5-point lead for the Eagles. They've come out and they played spirited basketball in the first minute and change.
There's a look at the Sierra Canyon bench, and they're frustrated. The first 6 points of the third quarter scored by the Eagles, and that was one of the challenges going into this game. This Trailblazer team is very talented, but they have a tendency to take plays off, and certainly they've taken the first minute and a half off here in the third quarter.
Our updated scoreboard, there it is, Centennial's victory, and with Harvard Westlake falling to Damien. Damien is now the best friend of Corona Centennial.
And the Spartans losing to Corona Centennial on a game that was played this past Monday. And I think, Randy, that's arguably the best team in Pool B. We talked about the starting five for Centennial being arguably the best in the Southern Section. I think that's a fitting result.
And how about Corona Centennial overcoming a loss in pool play and getting to the title tilt? Well, after the timeout, we'll see if Sierra Canyon can answer. Odom from downtown. Yes. They always seem to have an answer, don't they? And Odom has 10 points.
Second three ball of the game for Odom, who does a majority of his damage from 15 feet in, so it's a good sign to see the big man stepping out and knocking down the long-range jumper.
Webb raising up. Meshack retrieves it. Green attacks and scores with the left hand. Again, Marcus Green around the basket, acrobatic and usually very accurate. From the side, that one's going to roll through for Shai Odom. So Odom out of that timeout, a quick 5 points.
Well, Bailey's not filling it up. You need Odom and Lloyd to step up their play offensively. Got the fortuitous roll of the night with that kind bounce.
Picked up by Webb, outside Wyatt. Darvella, capable three-point shooter. And he's going to raise up and fire. Rebound beautifully by Shai Odom. Boxing off Quentin Webb. Odom again, going up and Webb got him with the body apparently.
foul on Etiwanda.
Well, Shy Odom really taking this one over in the third quarter for Sierra Canyon.
Webb going,
first in the second half.
playing defense on the back line, a little frustrated, but I like that aggressive move by Odom. Go right at the Eagles' big man, who's doing a pretty good job of being a rim protector tonight, in spite of the fact that is his third person.
Shy Odom, 6'5", 220-pound junior. The next one can tie the basketball game.
Odom with all the points here in the third quarter, and Sierra Canyon still struggling to put the ball in the basket, but I like the response coming out of that timeout. That's what good teams do. They get right back in the game.
I'm impressed with Baker tonight, number 5, handling the ball with all that quickness and savvy for a sophomore player. This is Baker and Meshack. Good ball movement. Baker from deep. Meshack lost it. Odom picks it up. Bailey. Tipped up and in by Odom. Shy Odom having a great third quarter. Sierra Canyon by 2. And this one is going to go against the Eagles.
No basket.
Offensive foul on Meshack. That's his third personal, so the foul situation is going to come into play here in the third quarter.
The last thing you want is Meshack picking up offensive fouls because he has to work so hard defensively. Andre Chevalier get 103 and 11 here. This is a big call.
Meshack going right into the chest of Josiah Phillips, who had good position, and that's what a coach loves to see.
Dave Kleckner close to picking up a tee, and he's being warned. You just wonder, is this going to be the year that Dave Kleckner breaks through? He's come close so many times, only to fall short with so many great teams. But this team, with some senior leadership, believes they can win it all for their coach, Bailey. But they have to get through this outstanding Trailblazer team. Bailey all the way scores. He made it look easy, finishing with the right hand. 16 for Amari, his first 2 of the back half. Wyatt right there, and he's fouled.
Shooting foul, Sierra Canyon.
One thing the Eagles are doing well, Jeff, is they're getting inside that Sierra Canyon defense and getting to the basket.
Well, the man-to-man defense by the Trailblazers has not been that effective, and the main reason is because this is an athletic Etiwanda team. I like that move to the basket by Wyatt, who has 3 3-pointers to his credit tonight. You don't want to force the 3 ball. If you get that lane to the basket, take it right to the cup.
Funny game, and then it knocks down all those 3s and then misses the foul shot.
You start to wonder, is fatigue a factor? Usually when you're short on your free throws, you're not pushing off your legs, and these teams running up and down the floor, I would imagine fatigue will start to factor into tonight's game.
That one's down the hatch. 3-point game. Bailey will back it up. And Sierra Canyon is so potent offensively. Lloyd, Randy, 3 wasn't there for him. Lloyd from the free throw line, and he's hit on the arm by Williams. And Ramel's going to shoot 2 shots when we come back. It's time for our assist of the game presented by Jacob and Ronnie. It's Amari Bailey to his buddy Odom. That's pretty, isn't it? Our assist of the game. Call Jacob.com. The assist of the game, Bailey to Odom on our game of the week on KDOC. That's pretty.
The KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor. Dough made fresh daily. Order now at Shakey's.com.
The Shakey's PCM Combo, starting at just $10.99.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by the cause you fight for. No one can take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
All the local stories you missed. All the big stories you need to know. Mark Brown, Michelle Tuzzi, Eyewitness News on KDOC TV. Every night at midnight.
Well, Sierra Canyon took a quick hit early from Etiwanda in this third quarter, but the Blazers have responded, and they're up by 3. The winner goes to the championship game, and tonight's game is presented in part by Jacob and Ronnie. Injured in an accident? For a free consultation, call Jacob at 866-811-1881 or visit calljacob.com. Jacob is a proud supporter of CIF Sports on KDOC.
Etiwanda, Randy, had that 6-point lead to start the quarter, and since then Sierra Canyon on a 12-3 run, and the majority of the damage coming from the outstanding play of Shai Odom.
That's one of your keys. Limit Sierra Canyon's runs. They do that because they're so explosive offensively.
And one of the ways to do that is to commit fouls or burn your timeouts to slow down the momentum. But that's how dangerous this team is. Sleepwalk through the early part of the third quarter, and all of a sudden you go on this offensive outburst.
Lloyd hits the first of 2. Great numbers this year for Lloyd. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4.5 assists per outing. It's 1 of 2, and Marcus Green ascends for the rebound. That's a walk. There's that pressure. Baker dragged that pivot foot.
I don't like the way that Etiwanda handled that possession. You want your point guard in the middle part of the floor. Baker's over in the corner. Got to stay out of the corners. Once he catches that ball, he shuffles his feet. You got 3 Trailblazers there to trap him.
Lloyd directing traffic. All the way. Nearly a 3-point opportunity. Just called off the iron, but Ramel's going to the charity stripe.
That was a nifty move by Lloyd. There's 4 defenders in the vicinity. Lloyd going with his offhand, just got that ball to clank off the back iron, but you love the effort.
Yeah, and Lloyd is one of those guys that on a nightly basis puts up a lot of points for you, a natural scorer. Looking to extend the Blazers lead to 6 and done. Pressure all over the floor by Sierra Canyon. And again, they deflect the ball, and a turnover. And Bam Bay tomahawks that one down. Another turnover. Here's Bailey. Bam Bay went up, and another foul. And the press turning over Etiwanda repeatedly here in the third quarter.
Etiwanda having a hard time keeping the ball in the middle part of the floor. When you go in the corners, you're going to get the turnovers. Bam Bay with 8 points off the bench. That's a key contribution. Coach Chevalier loving to see that athletic Jay Serra transfer contributing tonight.
And again, the more he plays, the longer the season goes for Sierra Canyon. This guy's going to be more and more a presence. He is another wide body that is very explosive around the rim. Timeout taken. So it's 56-47. Etiwanda needs to regroup here. Again, Sierra Canyon is so explosive.
Timeout charge to Etiwanda. The Eagles have 4
capable
timeouts
of
remaining.
taking you out pretty quickly. Of course, next week's going to be fun. We're going to have a KDOC Game of the Week on Saturday, the LA City Section Championship. Westchester beat Fairfax for the title last year, and Westchester's the #1 seed. They won their quarterfinal game tonight over El Camino Real, and that's at 7:30. That'll be at the highest remaining seed. If Westchester wins their semifinal, they'll host it. The #2 seed is Birmingham.
And the difference between the city section and the southern section as far as the open division is concerned, the open division's pool play. Meanwhile, the city section is the normal bracket. So you lose one game and you're done in the city section, so a lot more pressure on those top teams in Los Angeles.
Really is. But yeah, Westchester Edison, by the way, their fabled coach for the Comets, has 15 LA City section titles. Willie West of Crenshaw has the all-time record at 16. No one ever thought that would be approachable, but Ed's been around a long time, and maybe, just maybe, he's 2 wins shy of catching Willie West. That would be a remarkable achievement. We'll have that game for you next Saturday night right here. Of course, the championship game in the CIF Southern Section 4 championships will be on Valley Sports. That'll be next Friday night.
Well, one of the keys we mentioned going into this game for Etiwanda is prevent the long scoring runs. Well, Sierra Canyon on an 18-3 run here in the third quarter, and a lot of that's been their defense. A half-court trap has really thrown the Eagles' game plans into a mess of a situation.
Well, if they don't solve the riddle, this pressure could be a tough finish for the visiting Eagles. This time they do break it with pass to Marcus Green. And he's blocked by Bailey. Ball comes to Webb. Still plenty of time, 20 on the shot clock. Inside, Meshack fails. Chased down and rescued by Grandy. Bailey for 3. Meshack has it. Eagles need a bucket. They've gone dry for a while. Inside goes Meshack and a blocking foul on Ryan Grandy.
I like the move to the basket by Meshack. Grandy trying to take the charge. Meshack with a jump step to his left.
Second in the second half.
A good call by the officials. Grandy not set. You mentioned it, Randy. Etiwanda needs a basket. This is a long scoring drought in the third quarter. They were playing so well until Sierra Canyon turned up the defensive pressure.
And again, Sierra Canyon looking for their 21st consecutive win overall. They're looking to go 15-0 on the season. They're looking for their 20th consecutive playoff victory, and they're trying to go to 11-0 at home this season. A lot of O's on the back end of numbers when you talk about Sierra Canyon.
Well, it's been one of the more dominant programs in the southern section, and the scary thing is they're going to be even better next year.
Well, they'll have a lot of talent coming back, and some great players, including Tim Radovsky out of Russia, a sophomore who is a prolific shooter. And he's a tall man at 6'7". There's a steal by Meshack. But let's not discount the Eagles. They have plenty of time to get right back into the hunt. Only down 7. Green rattled in and out. Webb with the return. Goes up to Duncan. There's contact. The whistle sounds.
That is his first personal foul. The team's third.
And the foul against Sierra Canyon.
Quentin Webb certainly gives this Etiwanda team a spark. Good position on the offensive rebound. He was trying to match his terrific slam in the first quarter with this dunk. Some contact up top by Chibambe, who picks up his first person.
Etiwanda needs points. They go dry offensively at times. They work so hard defensively. But they're very much in this game. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Chibambe. Lloyd. Lost it, comes back to Grandy. Green with a steal. Has Bailey to beat and scores. A smooth move by Marcus Green. He has 14. 2 minutes to play in the quarter.
And Etiwanda's starting to get back to what got them here, their defense.
Bailey leans in. That one rattled in and out. And Meshack in traffic comes down with the rebound and another foul against the Blazers. And Etiwanda is storming right back.
So basketball is a game of runs. Sierra Canyon had their run, and now Etiwanda with a couple of good defensive possessions, although this should have been a Sierra Canyon basket. That ball just rimming in and out. A couple of taps by the Trailblazers down low, and the Eagles come away with it.
We welcome our friends who just watched the Clippers knock off Dallas. We have a great one here. Another playoff game inside. Green put it up again and draws the foul. So that Clipper-Dallas series will have a 7th game back in LA on Sunday with no team winning a home game. That's remarkable.
Yeah, the NBA playoffs, you don't get those teams that win everything on the road. Usually there's a home court advantage, but that's not really a surprise, Randy, because you know, with the COVID situation, you don't get that massive crowds you would normally have in the NBA playoffs.
Although Dallas has big crowds, so that's just a great achievement for the Clippers to go there and win on the road. But we welcome our viewers in to our KDOC Game of the Week. This is for a berth in the championship game in the Open Division in the Southern section. It's a one-possession game. Final 90 seconds, third quarter. Bailey had it poked away. Wyatt on the baseline, gives it to Webb. He's fouled. That dunk paddled in and out. Hard to believe it didn't stay down. And Quentin will shoot too. Quentin Webb loves to jam home the basketball.
Love the interior passing by Wyatt. Sees his cutting teammate. Webb is playing the game above the rim. He has been the Skywalker in tonight's game.
Latter stages of this third quarter, Etiwanda doing a little bit better, breaking the press. And of course, if you break pressure, you'll have numbers. But you got to hit these, the freebies. That one goes down. This is what we expected with Sierra Canyon and Etiwanda. Timeout for the moment. And it's a discussion about the shot clock. Shows 33 currently here. See where they adjusted to. They're going to go to 31 for now.
Well, the officials, all three of them on the floor, one of them has the responsibility of keeping an eye on the shot clock as the teams are working the ball up the floor. So it's the second time that we've had a stoppage of play. So a terrific job by the men in the striped uniforms.
Lloyd between the rings. Ramel attacking. And one for Ramel Lloyd. That finger roll has been utilized by both teams. And again, and I've mentioned this a lot, Jeff, this guy's just a natural scorer.
How about the English? A little flip of the right wrist. Get that ball to crawl over the side rim into the bottom of the basket.
In the world of basketball language, he uses a lot of English.
Checking in for the Eagles, Curtis Williams.
Well, it certainly helps to have the basketball gods on your side in a play like that. Darvell Wyatt coming out of the game. Had a terrific first half. 13 points, only 3 here in the third quarter.
5-point lead for the Blazers. And again, they'll apply the pressure. Trying to trap Meshack. Then you have to have patience and get the ball to the middle of the floor. And they exhibit that, and when you break it, you have numbers, and Webb jams it in. The crowbar dunk. The lead reduced to 3. Grandy is free. Rebound Meshack. Baker was ahead of the pack, but Meshack was in traffic and couldn't find him at the other end of the floor. And a foul goes against JoJo Phillips. There he is, the guilty party. It's 1-1 for Etiwanda and Meshack.
Alley-oop lob, third slam of the night for Quentin Webb. He's been playing above the rim. Been very impressed with his contributions. He takes this Etiwanda team to a whole new level.
They do not earn the bonus, but Webb tracks it down. Green lost the handle. It's out of bounds. I think Grandy touched it last, so Etiwanda's going to have another opportunity. Ronnie, an interested spectator. We had that feature on him at halftime. Looks like he's going to play next week.
Is there anything more frustrating, Randy, than to beat Bronny James and want to be in this game and watch your teammates on the floor and know you can't compete yet?
3 would tie the basketball game. Crenshaw on that baseline. They trap him. And a walk whistle against Etiwanda's Curtis Williams.
Williams took the bounce pass cross court, which is a difficult pass to make, and a little indecision on his part, shuffled his feet.
That really hurts because you're down to the final seconds of the quarter. So they can take it all the way down. Ramel Lloyd, an excellent option. But Toyer amongst the tall trees, and the quarter is over. So this will be a one-possession game going to the fourth quarter. Sierra Canyon by 3. Our Shakey's Pizza Mojo play of the game. You could have called this one. This may be the play of the year. Maybe the play of any year in prep basketball. That was spectacular by Quentin Webb. The fourth quarter is next. It'll decide everything on KDOC.
The KDOC Game of the Week is brought to you by Wingstop. Go to wingstop.com to have that crave-crushing Wingstop flavor delivered right to your door.
Got 6 plus 1.
Wingstop for
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself.
10-piece lemon pepper with extra ranch.
Yeah, it's in there.
Awesome, thanks.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
It's been a dogfight at Sierra Canyon, 59-56. The Trailblazers lead, and tonight's KDOC Game of the Week is presented by Wingstop. Lunch, dinner, or late night. Visit wingstop.com for piping hot, boneless wings. What do you expect in the fourth quarter, Jeff?
More of what we saw in the first 3 quarters. Excellent defense, turnovers, rebounding. We expected this game to be somewhat low scoring. Keep in mind, Etiwanda has only allowed 55 points per game throughout the entire season. This Sierra Canyon team normally scores about 86. You look at the numbers through the first 3 quarters. Sierra Canyon 20 points in quarter number 1 and 3, 19 in the second. Etiwanda 19, 19, and 18. So it's been consistency all the way around.
Batoyer all the way. Webb tips it to his teammate Mashak. Of course, you can throw out a lot of the numbers when you're trying to talk about the Trailblazers. They score against everyone. Green short from the deep right corner. Sierra Canyon with a great offense. You have a guy like Bailey going all the way. That's over the iron. The rebound put back up and a foul. And Ramel Lloyd is doing yeoman duty. Put a star next to the name of Ramel Lloyd tonight. He is battling.
Well, you love your guards that crash the glass and get those second and third chance opportunities. That's also the 4th personal on Webb, so that's a big call against Etiwanda. So I would imagine Webb would come out of the game unless head coach Kleckner decides it's winning time. He may leave him in there.
These are tough rims sometime here at Sierra Canyon. Ramel Lloyd can't believe that one didn't drop. And you're right, Quentin Webb to the sideline and Curtis Williams checking back in. Quentin Webb is going to be fun to watch. Again, he's a youthful player for Dave Kleckner, a junior. And he figures to be one of the better players in the baseline league next year. Pressure in the backcourt. They break the press. Here's Crenshaw weaving through traffic. But he missed the layup and Matoyer rebounds. Mashak merely picked up his 4th. Bailey, Lloyd, offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Sierra
Again, Jimmy Baker doing a great job defensively.
It's all about position. Baker coming from the far side of the floor. He was actually guarding one of the other Trailblazers, rotating over defensively, steps right in front of Lloyd, and Lloyd picks up his 2nd. The little things that are so important in a close game.
A steal by Chibambe. He was right there. Picking off the rebound is Mashak. This relentless pressure. Curtis Williams, can he catch up with it? Who's got it? Bailey says, I'll take it. Amari Bailey all the way. They've done a good job defending him, and this one's going against Sierra Canyon.
Yeah, Lloyd coming over the back on the rebound. Behind the back move by Bailey. See, this is a difficult shot. Bailey's a left-hander. You force him to the right. One of the reasons why he left that shot short, although Coach Dave Kleckner, even though he's very animated in this discussion has to be happy with the way his team is rallying.
Shooting a 1-and-1.
9th team foul, 1-and-1 for Quentin Crenshaw. So the last 7 minutes, Etiwanda may have a great opportunity at the foul strike, because after this it'll be double bonus. They don't earn the bonus here. And they've left some points out there, missing charities. 60-56. Matoyer, left-handed guard, gives it to Chi Bambe. Bailey probing. Grandy for 3. Right down the bottom of the well. A clutch 3 by Grandy. He has 2 of those tonight. Inside Meshack with the layup, and he's fouled. Yes, and he's going to the line. Every time it appears that Sierra Canyon's controlling the game,
Sierra Canyon foul.
Etiwanda has an answer.
No, there's no quit in this Eagle team. Love the aggressive move to the basket by Meshack with no hesitation. Good bounce pass, too. Grandy a little bit late getting over there. Can't do much about that effort.
3rd foul on Grandy. Again, a missed foul shot for Etiwanda. Looking over Dave Kleckner with hands on hips. Not liking the foul shot situation. Lloyd missed a layup. That's a break for Etiwanda. Here comes Meshack. End to end. All the way. He won't miss that one. 63-60. Terrific action in Chatsworth, California at Sierra Canyon tonight.
Well, the Etiwanda fans chanting defense, looking for the Eagles to get a stop on this possession.
Lloyd for a triple. A 3 could tie it. Meshack again going after it. It scores off the window. Jemai Meshack. You can see why Tennessee has a good one going to Knoxville. Chevalier takes the time out. We've had great offense, right? But we've also seen some terrific defense. A block party at times.
Well, tonight's game has been played above the rim. There's a terrific rejection by Odom on one end. Bailey taking it to the rim. Meshack says, no way. And another rejection. This has been a block party. Love the athleticism. That's the block of the game by Darvell Wyatt. Another look at that. Wyatt slamming the door, and even the fans loving the high-flying action. This has been an entertaining game, and the energy in this building at this part of the game, you could just feel the intensity picking up here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it's one of the best games we've had all season long, and it's been a great year. It's our 19th of 20 telecasts, and again, we'll have the LA City Section Championship game next Saturday night at 7:30. But adding to it tonight is the fact this is the greatest crowd percentage-wise in the building. There is a lot of fans, and it's fun to see. Isn't that great? They've exhorted these fans on to wear the mask. They've made the public address announcement repeatedly, wear your mask. And all the fans, not the announcers, all the fans have complied. And it has been great to see how vociferous these fans have been.
There's a look at Amari Bailey, who had 14 points in the first half, only 2 in the second half. So at some point, you would imagine one of the best players in the state's going to have to elevate his offensive game. Lloyd and Odom done a pretty good job of picking up the slack. Odom's got 16 and Lloyd with 12. So we got the big 3 for Sierra Canyon contributing. But all that goes out the window. The only thing that matters is the final 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Matoyer bringing up against pressure from Quentin Crenshaw. Grandy, who plays a lot of minutes. And he's open. This is why he's in there, to shoot 3s. Ryan Grandy is dandy right now. 62, Sierra Canyon. Meshack probing. Baker trying to answer and does. Jimmy Baker. It's a 1-point game. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Bailey comes up the floor smiling. He's enjoying this. Great action. Inside, Odom powers up. Shai Odom, always reliable on the inside. 18 for Shai. He seems to get that every night. Right around 18 points. Wyatt and Matoyer. In low, Green's free. He's right there. Scores it, and he's fouled. A powerful, strong move by Marcus Green. can tie the ball game.
Head coach Andre Chevalier asking the officials why there was not a 5-second violation call. Darvell Wyatt was in trouble. He somehow finds Green, who has enough energy to muscle that one up and in and draw the person.
When they make a foul shot, this has been a troublesome area for the Eagles.
And Etiwanda would be in the lead if they were able to knock down those 15-footers.
Still can't get the foul shot to drop. 1-point lead for the host Blazers. You got to stay attached to Grandy because he's a great three-point shooter. Bailey knocks down the triple. With the land of three, he's capable as well, and he has 19. A clutch shot by Bailey. The lead is 4. Bailey with a near takeaway. He can't believe he's detected for the foul. Double bonus, 2 shots. For Etiwanda, the Sierra Canyon bench can't believe the call.
And that's a critical call. That's his 4th personal. So one more and Bailey's done. There's a look at it there. He knows the situation. He's going to have to stay away from that 5th foul here in the final 4 minutes and 1 second.
Ryan Grandy showing leadership too. He's come over to Bailey to calm him down. I think Amari's enjoying this. Yet every game this year by Sierra Canyon, they've won by double digits. But they are being tested severely here in what amounts to a semifinal game in the CIF Southern Section Ford Open Division Basketball Championships. The winner goes to the final game next week against Corona Centennial. Smooth. 71-69 for the Blazers. Lloyd getting instructions from Chevalier. Bailey for 3 more. Comes right back to Grandy and he'll say, let's set up the offense. Ryan Grandy does so many of the little things well. Bailey inside, Odom and 1. What a feed from Amari Bailey. He drew all the spectators to him and he dished it for the 2 and potentially 1. Etiwanda is battling. They're trying hard. But Sierra Canyon has the upper hand trying to get to the CIF Southern Section 4 Open Division Boys Basketball Championships. What a great one on KDOC.
And deep breath.
Okay, everybody, Mom needs her rest.
Better?
Almost there.
It's over.
Looks great.
I've got you.
Cedars-Sinai. We're right here.
During the break, Randy, I took a look at the free throw numbers. Etiwanda has missed 11 free throw attempts tonight in a 4-point game. And talk about doing the little things. That's why you practice those 15-footers.
Certainly Shai Odom does. 5-point lead. Shai Odom has 21 this evening. No pressure. Baker brings it into the front court. Vital possession. Eagles need a bucket. Where will they go with it? Baker for three. Yes! A huge hit from Jimmy Baker. The 5'11 sophomore guard strikes again. 74-72.
It's a terrific look by Wyatt, who drew the double team. Somebody's open, and he found his teammate Baker right at the top of the key.
Lamell Lloyd gives it to Bailey. Always a safe place to go. Bailey splitting the double team, draws the foul. This will be the 19th foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1.
That's been the matchup tonight. Jemai Makeshak, the best defensive player, trying to slow down Bailey. Bailey going right at him. Makeshak picking up his 4th personal, so he's going to have to be careful here in the final 2:53.
Although Bailey is playing with 4 personal fouls, certainly Etiwanda would like him to pick up his 5th ticket. Looking for point number 21. Short with him, but Odom cleans up, and Makeshak steals the ball, took it right from him. Baker gives it to Makeshak, who's underneath and scores. 75-74. The lead is won.
And Makeshak doing on both ends of the floor, coming up with a loose ball, the defensive end, and running the fast break, and being rewarded for his efforts with a trip right to the cup.
Bailey went up, came down, double dribbled.
Etiwanda's defense collapsing around one of the best players in the state. You got 3 defenders in the vicinity. One of the few times tonight that Bailey's made a mistake.
Even though Bailey has 20 points, they've really made him work for it. This guy, Jimmy Baker, number 5, what a future. And an over and back against Etiwanda. So again, Andre Chevalier's pressure forces a turnover.
Etiwanda got away with a travel initially. There's Green, who's in the backcourt, catches the ball and lands on the defensive side of the floor. So that was a good call by the officials. Of course, head coach Dave Kleckner not agreeing with the men in the striped uniforms call.
Well, if Etiwanda doesn't pull this one out, and certainly they could, but look at the foul line where they missed a lot of those free throws and those turnovers against the pressure.
And the other point, Randy, was that 18-3 run by Sierra Canyon in the second quarter that got them the big lead. That changed the entire complexion of the game, and Etiwanda had to try to play catch-up.
Darvell Wyatt's done some damage tonight.
16 points for Wyatt, although he's been quiet in the second half. He had 13 points in half number 1, but he's also done a terrific job of interior passing. Here's 2 points the hard way down low. Also has the ability to knock down 3-pointers. He's got 3 triples to his credit. Here's one of those 3 balls. Hit nothing but nylon on the wing, and the Etiwanda fans who have made the trek down here, they're a noisy bunch. They're going to need them to give them that lift here in the final 2:18.
Well, both teams have had energy tonight. It's going to be heartbreaking for one of these 2 squads and pure joy for the other one. 75-74. Corona Centennial waiting in the wings for the championship game, playing the winner.
And one of the good things about Bailey only having 20 points, you should have some gas left in the gas tank as far as energy is concerned. But I do like the way Etiwanda's defense has been collapsing around Bailey when he tries to drive the ball to the basket. Bailey's had to get Odom and Lloyd involved, and those 2 have also played well tonight on the offensive end of the floor.
Can Etiwanda get through Sierra Canyon? Grandy for 3. That won't get there. Makeshak rebound. And a chance for the Eagles to forge in front. 2 minutes to play. Wyatt for 3. Makeshak tipped it. He got it back and scored. My goodness, he's playing well. Makeshak is playing possessed. 76-75. Eagles by 1.
That was the biggest offensive rebound of the game. Makeshak with a pass to Wyatt, who missed the 3 ball. Makeshak crashing, getting those 2 points. Those were huge.
Randy will back it up. Baseline, Odom, Matoyer. into the corner. 3 ball on the way, an air ball by Lloyd. But Odom gets it back, forces his way in. Offensive foul. It's Baker again taking the charge.
And those charges have been 2 of the biggest plays of the game. Offensive opportunity for Sarah Canyon. There's Baker stepping in. I love the team defense, the rotation for Etiwanda collapsing around Sarah Canyon's players who are now frustrated. Etiwanda on the road, up by 1, 120 left.
Shy Odom has fouled out with 5 fouls. So his presence down low no longer will be there for Odom, who leads with 21 points.
And now if you're Etiwanda, you work the shot clock down. I know they're a freestyling offense, but you don't want to shoot too quickly here.
Well, again, if they get a good look, they'll go. Wyatt forging his way inside, took an extra step. So an opportunity for Sierra Canyon to grab the lead. It's not a bad idea to attack the basket because they know Odom's out of the game.
Well, the flip side of that is you do get extra possessions when you do attack the basket. I think one of the things they were looking at, Wyatt looked at Matoyer, Wyatt had a big advantage offensively, trying to take him off the dribble, but wound up shuffling his feet. That's a big turnover for Etiwanda.
He'll play through Bailey, not a surprise. Amari against the double team, yes, and one. Amari Bailey. Who else?
The most composed man in the building. Ran a screen and roll on the perimeter to free Bailey up. He jumps right into Jimmy Baker. And that was a big shot by one of the best players in the state of California.
Will it be heartbreak again for Dave Kleckner? His team has played brilliantly here in Chatsworth tonight. This has been an unbelievable battle with 2 of the great teams in prep basketball. The lead is 2, Bailey converted. The Blazers will take a timeout. Bailey has 23. Shy Odom has fouled out of the game, but Shy Odom made his mark on this contest.
He has been terrific tonight. I mentioned those 21 points, 14 of those coming in the second half. There's a look at the coaches. Head coach Dave Kleckner and Andre Chevalier were verbally going at it at that timeout. In fact, head coach Chevalier had to be restrained by some of the other assistants, so the intensity certainly ratcheted up in this rivalry. Amari Bailey finding Odom. Odom has done a terrific job inside and out. He's got 2 3-pointers to his credit, also doing the job down low. And I like how he picked up Bailey's scoring. There's the dish and the slam for Bailey, wound up fouling out with those 21 points.
Comes down to the final 47 seconds of the game. But Shy Odom is no longer part of this contest. Sierra Canyon by 2. Amari Bailey's done his damage late. There's Odom tipping one in. But Chibambe's out there, and he's a very capable replacement. Where will Etiwanda go with the basketball? They've been playing through Meshack most of the night.
I put the ball in the hands of Darvell Wyatt's hands on the perimeter and allow him to work with Meshack. Those 2 actually won the Damien game. Meshack drawing a defender to an open 3 from Wyatt in that contest. And Amari Bailey celebrating at the end. There's some of the intensity that we've seen on the floor from both teams, and with the storied history of these 2 teams, keep in mind they played 3 times last year, 2 of those coming in the playoffs. You would expect nothing less in tonight's game.
Pressure applied by Sierra Canyon. And with 47 seconds left, the Eagles need to handle the press. They can ill afford to turn it over. With Jeff Tolcher, I'm Randy Rosenblum. This has been a fun one, a joy to call on KDOC. Green up the floor, working against Grandy. Lloyd to Bailey, open court, gives it to Chibambe, back to Bailey. He's right there, he puts it up, he scores. Half a minute to play, 80-76. Here come the Eagles into the forecourt. Wyatt, step back 3, that won't get there, rebound Chibambe. Alpha's going to the line to shoot 2, and it's looking good for Sierra Canyon. and they're dancing on the floor, as you can see, and they're dancing in the aisles.
Well, it was money time, and who else stepped up? Amari Bailey. In the last couple possessions, he has been aggressive. The Trailblazer fans loving the end of this game. And that was a curious decision by Darvell Wyatt. That was a forced, off-balance three-pointer. In fact, Jimmy Baker came over to him, asked him what he was doing. Amari Bailey, the head and shoulder fake, actually should have been a foul on that play. The ball winds up going to the bottom of the basket. It's been the defense late in this game that's been the difference for the Trailblazers.
How about that assist from Chi Bambe? Unselfish, got it to their star player. Amari Bailey, what a story he is. Anytime we come into the building, he just seems to work his magic.
And he's been magic in the second half. He had 16 points at the end of three quarters. He's got 25, so 9 fourth quarter points for one of the top players in the state. 360 spin move in the slam. The UCLA commit showing Mick Cronin why he's getting a quality player. Of course, Bailey is a junior. He'll have one more year at Sarah Canyon. The inside play of the Trailblazers. Bailey also doing a little bit of extracurricular activity at the end of that play, but he has been terrific tonight in the latter stages.
But I love the work of number 30, Chi Bambe. He has really come off the bench for Shavaya. He assisted Bailey there and has been terrific. Number 30 right there. He's been a key component for the Blazers.
He's got 9 points coming off the bench. And as good as these teams play, you need those bench contributions.
So there was no foul, just a timeout, and now they foul Ryan Grandy. So before Etiwanda could take the earlier ticket, they called the timeout, Sierra Canyon, and now the take foul against Etiwanda. And Ryan Grandy, a great shooter to the line. And Amari Bailey continues to have some fun.
Grandy's hit 3 3-pointers tonight, 9 points. And those perimeter shots can't be understated in a 4-point game. He's been very composed and a big-time contributor tonight for the Trailblazers.
Well, we mentioned it last week. His dad played at USC. Dave Kleckner not happy. He just lost Quentin Webb to his 5th foul. You talk about a hard-fought battle. This has been two Goliaths going head-to-head, and Dave Kleckner's team looks like they may fall short again, but wow, did they play well here tonight.
And he has to start wondering, what is it going to take to beat Sierra Canyon?
I think everybody in the area is thinking that.
Well, the talent is certainly here for the Eagles. But again, Randy, go back to the free throw shooting. They missed 11 free throws midway through the 4th quarter, and the score currently as it is, that's going to wind up being the difference.
Again, Grandy is a dead eye. So Sierra Canyon wants this guy at the line. And he plays with no emotion. You love that. He's just straight business. Ryan Grandy. Got them both. Nothing but nylon. 82-76. Quick shot needed. They need the 3 ball. Meshack. That's up, over, and out. Sierra Canyon has advanced to the championship game. They are in, but it wasn't easy.
There's a lot of intestinal fortitude of this Trailblazer team, and you get battle tested the deeper you go in the open division playoffs, and a big sigh of relief coming from the Trailblazer bench as well as the fans here tonight.
Meshack limping as he goes to the sideline. Tweaked his ankle. He played a sterling game. Leaves with 19. Just bring it in, and Bailey will run out the clock. And it'll be official. 82-76. Sierra Canyon improves to 15-0. 21 in a row overall in the victory category. 20 straight playoff games. They have a CIF Championship Open game development right in front of them against Corona Centennial next week. That'll be Friday night on Valley TV. A player of the game, that's a hard one to pick. We think it's Amari Bailey. But that's who Jeff's pointing to, I don't know. 82-76. Wingstop's got a player of the game for us. Could also be Odom, could be a lot of players. Let's see, I think they're gonna give us, okay, it's Amari Bailey. Not a bad pick. He was clutched down the stretch with big shots. 82-76. Wingstop, they're great, and so is Bailey. Amari with another terrific effort. Took a lot of shots to get his points. He finished with 25 tonight. Well, again, we want to wish our friends at Valley TV all the best as they cover the Ford section final, the CIF championship game in the Open Division next week. We'll be back next Saturday for the LA City section championship game at the highest remaining seed. The top-ranked team is Westchester. They're into the semifinals on the city side. Great action tonight. We want to thank our David Otta crew. David Otta producing tonight's game. Webb's dunk was a gem. For Jeff Tolcher, my name is Randy Rosenblum. You had to enjoy this. The streak is still alive. Sierra Canyon, 21 straight, 20 straight in the tournament. 82-76 over a game Etiwanda squad. Good night on the game of the week on KDOC. We'll see you next week for the city title game.